Another day, another grind. This time, Unlucky Spotify was doing a 2v2 domination battle, so that is something that I don't see quite often. So I'm pretty much interested. We have him on Grand Cathay, and he is playing against with his where is he? With the Empire as his ally. And on the other side, we have, what is it? Bretonia and the High Elves. So for the High Elves, we have the Archmage with the Light Affinity, Alberic Bordelot. Then we have, of course, couple of archers for sure, Lothern Sea Guards here. And then Peasant Bowmen and a lot of Knights for sure, because this is what Bretonia is famous for. And here, over here, Grand Cathay comes with the Skyjanks. So Lord Magistrate, okay, he is also on a on a meme-ish build here, to be honest. But then we have the Skyjunk, and Sky Lanterns. So then Grand Cannon here. For the Empire, Marcus Wolfhard, that's a safe pick. Plus some great Longmar riders, and yeah, a couple of chaff Hochland riders. I would Hochland rifles. I would probably put them maybe on top here to have a better positioning, or maybe on the other side. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's fast forward because both parties are trying to move in, and we have the first engagement here. Illyrian Reaver archers trying to go for the flying. Who is that? The Light Wizard on a disc, on a flying mount, right? Isn't it? Yeah. And now the Grand Cannon is shooting. Just, yeah, that is value here. And the Archmage of Light immediately having problems, but retaliation is going down, and that is the same hit as the Grand Cannon did to the Light Mage. But another hit here, and this is crucial. 50% HP gone, and there's no stop to that. So we have still a couple of shooting, but this time fancy, I would say wings or something. Fancy wings here moving around, and Illyrian Reavers still moving in. Now on the right flank here, we have Alberic flying around, and the point is taken by the Empire here. Couple of Jade Lancers are trying to fight the Yeoman Archers and the Knights Errant, and I would assume that the Knights Errant would probably succeed. No, the Jade Lancers are kind of tough here. Well, but we have immediately a high value spike for Spotify and his ally Mercenaire. And yes, so now Peasant Long Spearmen moving, trying to get maybe a little bit of attention on the left flank here, and the middle point is right now taken by the High Elves. But as you can see, oh my god, the Archmage is broken and moving away from the battlefield. That's very, very crucial here. And we have a very big fight on the right flank here, taking the point by Empire, right, and Jade Lancers. So pretty good stuff. We have the Green Knight here also supporting both units. So I think this spot is secure. Now what you can do, interestingly enough, the Skyjank is really doing a good work here with the heroes of the opponents. And yep, we have now Peasant Long Spearmen. They're fighting the Silverin Guard. I guess that the Silverin Guard would be successful over a longer fight, but it doesn't matter. As long as you bind those units here on this spot, they're not dangerous for taking points or anything. And I'm a little bit surprised that both opponents here from Spotify and Mercenaire, Albino and Zenkia Volkov, they're kind of blunder their heroes. Sorry, I'm as well not the best player, but it seems like it. They really don't take care of them really well, and they are kind of, yeah, losing out on that side. And I guess that this is also then the problem. When you lose your lords, you kind of lose out on a good buffing aura and also on spells and a unit that can really punch in. So what do we have here? Oh, I didn't even notice, but we have the Wonder of Ages, the land ship pushing in, and that is, I would almost say, a meme build. But in this situation, when you think about it, Britannia doesn't have a lot of good infantry units, so this is kind of the best way to get rid of them in a quick and almost efficient way, I would say, because this unit is probably having more impact on the battlefield than the infantry here on this side. Yeah, Lothern Seaguard. I'm not sure if you really want to, yeah, if you don't want to run away here. And it seems like even the superiority in cavalry from the Bretonians is not here. So it is really a nasty, nasty barrage of Skyjanks, Sky Lanterns, the Grand Cannon, and basically, oh, even some Crane Gunners here. Yeah, Iron Hail Gunners, sorry. Iron Hail Gunners as well. So it seems like the point is taken. This point is taken. Number 2 is probably flipping right now. Yes, it is. It is controlled by the Empire. So in this case, it is still going for Spotify and Mercenaire. So now, when you look at the values, they're pretty much really unfair. So when you look at Spotify has more amount than 2 of those of his opponents. This is probably really should be a tap out soon, I assume, because when you look at that, they're maybe not up on points, but they have the total control on the battlefield. They're controlling the middle, they're controlling the right flank, and even if you just let the left flank go, you win with 2 points whatsoever. Jade Lancers are still here. Maybe a possibility to unsummon them and use something else. Then we have Huntsmen here. And it is really all about... Oh, this time, Sisters of Avalon are shooting into the Light Wizard. I'm surprised that no one is taking care of those sisters here. They are kind of unscathed, shooting in, and yeah, kind of very strange fight here indeed. As I said, the Silvering Guard kind of no problem with the Peasant Spearmen, but now Demogryph Knights, a very chunky and good unit, probably is trying to engage into those units here. Yeah, nice jump into them. They can defend themselves and maybe have a little bit of a resurgence here, but I think that the Demogryph Knights in the end should win. Yeah, and there you go, broken unit running off. Now Crane Gunners are summoned in, some more range for Grand Cathay and the Empire. Not that they don't have any other left, but when you look at that here, once again, this is all Empire crunching on the Bretonians here, and yeah, Landship also. How much value does it have? Yeah, that's the good value that you want to see on this kind of unit, disrupting the backline and really, yeah, moving over all those units here. I guess that this point here is really in no danger whatsoever. Yeah, you're losing a couple of Demogryph Knights, but I guess this is in the end what you can expect. We haven't resummoned Alberic once again, so now the question is, this unit is probably pretty expensive. When you resummon that, this is not, like, you should have spent the money somewhere else, right? But it seems like there is no other opportunity or no other choice whatsoever, right? Yeah, in my opinion, this game is probably done, even though, right, the point value or point difference is not that high. So, yeah. Let's see. Northern Seaguards here with shields, taking advantage a little bit of those idle troops here. They have good value here, so they stood here for a long time. But yeah, on the other side we have Hochland rifles here. Grand Cannon now finally moving up, trying to shoot into Alberic. A little bit of a sneaky roguelike adventure here from the cannon. Yeah, but even now, when you look at that, there is a push from Unlucky Spotify on point number 1, and I think that he will get that point. So fast forward here, nothing really of a big happening. So the units are getting really slowly but surely losing HP, and the battlefield looks like a pretty yeah, secure win for Grand Cathay and Empire. Yep. Like, we can look around more and more, but point number 1 is also taken right now. And yeah, Alberic once again breaking, moving away, and yeah, kind of, it wouldn't be necessary to resummon him a third time. And yeah, value-wise, when you look at that, this is just too much value. Too much value on the battlefield, too much value on the points here. And I guess you can't fight back at all. Let's see, Marcus Wolfhard, what type of value he got. Pretty much unexpected, but really good stuff. And now when you look at that, they're positioning themselves on a really good high point. So even if new troops are summoned, you kind of don't have any problems whatsoever to focus them down. And now you can almost spawn camp the opponent. So yeah, let's fast forward here, because I think this game is really done. And yeah, so GG to Spotify and Mercenaire. And let's look at the values here. So blundering the Archmage pretty much in the beginning is not good at all. Then couple of, yeah, Northern Seaguards are kind of doing well. And then, was there something that did have value? Not really. Not even the Fireborn had any impact on the battlefield. For Bretonia, the Green Knight here was not really effective, and even though Alberic was summoned twice, really tough stuff, guys, really tough stuff. Also all the other units here, even the Trebuchet. Yeah, Bretonia is just not the faction that you really can perform well when you're not too experienced. Marcus Wolfhard, good value, even though the landship as well, as I said before. Then when we look at the summons here, nice value on the Huntsman here. So there was not really a lot of pressure for against the Huntsman, plus the Hippogriff Knight here, Demogriff Knight, really good. Then Skyjanks, let's look at those guys. A little bit of value overall, plus the cannon. So the beginning for the Grand Cathay was kind of mean, but it worked out. And then afterwards, when you summon up Crane Gunners and a lot of range and Jade Lancers, you kind of win. So that was really fun. Thank you for that. And for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.